You're gonna need a nail file. I'm just using my Model 1's one. You can use whatever nail file you got on hand. And also you need a straight edge nail clipper. That means it's not curved at all. It'll give you that straight edge when you cut your nails.
Bringing back my diagram of a nail. When you are cutting your nails, please remember not to cut them straight on, because that's gonna put pressure right here and it's gonna actually probably will hurt your nail. Always when you hear people like, don't cut your nails, you could hurt them. That's why they say that, because you can actually kind of hurt your nails if you cut them wrong. So when you're cutting your nails, please make sure you work from the outward corners in. Voiceover Vanna, we need to show this.
Thanks for sending it back. First of all, you want to pick the length of how short you want to cut your nails. Obviously my thumb's really long, so I'm gonna just cut it down a good length, about right there. And then, like I said with the diagram of a nail, you want to make sure you work from the outer corners in. You never want to cut straight on, because that could hurt your nail. You don't want that. So work the inner corners in. After I'm done cutting my nail, then I go ahead and grab my nail file and I just file a little bit. Now, if you don't have a nail clipper, you can just use a file to get a square shape. All you have to do is hold the file straight across your nail no matter what, and just do not a sine motion. You just want to go one way, because if you do a sine motion with your nail file, it could potentially hurt your nails, so you don't want that. Now, I'm guilty of this. Sometimes I'll forget and I'll do a sine motion. I'll be like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? So I'll stop, but you just got to train yourself to just go one way with your nail file. And usually, if you want to, you can keep them super square. But in this video right here, I'm just rounding the corners, so I'm filing them a little bit just to make them a little more round. And I know it's kind of more of a scround then, but if I don't round the corners, then the corners get really, really sharp. So yeah, I have to round my corners just to be safe, because I don't want to, they get really sharp. So that is how you do a square nail shape, how to cut it and file it. And I really, really like the square nail shape. I think it is beautiful, perfect for French manicures.
Now time for the GTKM. My favorite nail shape, I think I've mentioned this before in my video, a medium length almond. But I gotta say, I really do like square. But square nails, if you keep them really sharp on the corners and you don't take your file and file that a little bit, they can be really sharp and they can catch on everything. You gotta be careful, I've had my nails super square with that sharp edge, and oh my goodness, it gets caught on everything. So yeah, I usually have to take a file and kind of round the corners, and then the square kind of turns into a scround. But sometimes I just have to have a scround because square can be just